Hello, Chippewa community. This is Molly Holohan, the principal of Chippewa, and I just wanted to make a quick video for you to share some important October dates that are coming up and a few little changes in our schedule. So we've had a fantastic start to our school year. Thank you so much. We so appreciate your patience and your partnership as we've gotten the 2021 school year up and running. We're so happy to see our students, whether it's virtually or in person. It's so good to be together. We want to thank you, parents and guardians, for all that you are doing at home to support our school work. I know it's a lot of work and you have been amazing, and we're really grateful for all the support that you've offered us and the way that you're helping us to educate your children. Quickly, you've already heard about this, but October 8th on Thursday, it's our virtual Welcome Back Parent Information Night. So you received a list of teachers and a video, about a 5-minute video from them. And then if you want to have more information or meet them virtually, we're going to do sessions at 4:30, 4:45, 5, 5:15, 5:30, 5:45, just quick 10-minute sessions where you can log into a Google Meet or a Zoom that's attached to that video, and then you can meet your child's teacher virtually and ask any questions that you might have. This is just a totally optional event, but it's our attempt to replicate our Welcome Back Parent Information Nights that we typically have at the end of September. I wanted to talk to you about October 12th, 13th, and 14th. So the schedule for 6th grade and 7th grade students is that group 1 is going to meet in person and do periods 1, 3, 5, and 7, and group 2 is going to be at home. We're changing the schedule on Tuesday, October 13th to be periods 2, 4, 6, and 7. So group 2 is going to come and they're going to go to 2, 4, 6, and 7, and group 1 is going to access those classes at home. That'll keep things balanced since it's a short week. And then Wednesday is going to be a flex Friday, so I guess a flex Wednesday. There won't be any live teaching, but it will be those on-demand lessons, about 1 hour of content for the 4 core classes and some catch-up time. So English, science, math, and social studies. Here's a little visual of what that looks like, and we're going to send this out separately as well, so you can see which hours students are going to access on which days. And then we're going to have just very few students in our building because in 8th grade, we're going to have our 8th grade students take the pre-ACT test. So on Monday, October 12th, group 1 is going to take that test, periods 1, 3, and the first part of period 5. Then they're going to go to lunch, and they'll have the second part of period 5 and period 7 to do some classwork and community building. On Tuesday, October 13th, group 2 is going to take the pre-ACT test in periods 2, 4, and the first part of 6. They will have lunch, and then they'll do the rest of period 6 and period 7. On Wednesday, October 14th, we're having very few students in the building so that our distance learning 8th grade students can come in and take the pre-ACT test. They are to arrive at 7:45. The test starts at 8 a.m., and then we'll have parents pick up those students at 11:30. For all 8th graders, we do ask that you bring a pencil and a calculator on the day that you're taking the pre-ACT test. And this is a visual of what this is going to look like, and I'm going to share a little bit more about what the coursework will look like. For those of you who are interested in more about the pre-ACT test, our deans made videos and shared those out through social studies. So your 8th grader has received a lot of information about the pre-ACT test, so feel free to ask your 8th grader a little bit more about the test. It's a really important assessment, and it's going to provide great data to you, to your 8th grader, and to your family. So on those days, the 13th, the 12th, 13th, and 14th, for 8th graders, since the students are testing, there is no live teaching for 8th grade. For blended or distance learning on those 3 days, no live teaching. Instead, students are going to be given about an hour and a half of on-demand content. It's going to be assigned on that Monday for all 7 of their classes. They're going to work on that work on their at-home days. So group 1 when they're home on Tuesday and Wednesday, group 2 when they're at home on Monday and Wednesday, and our distance learners on Monday and Tuesday. And if they're not taking the pre-ACT test, they would also have Wednesday. Students should use this time to get caught up on any other missing assignments or incomplete work that they have. And teachers will still have some drop-in Zoom or Google Meets for questions on Wednesday afternoon. Teachers will schedule those directly with their students. Just wanted to give you a heads up that October 27th is going to be parent-teacher conferences. They will be held virtually. We're going to have parents sign up through Parent View for a 10-minute session. If you need a Parent View account, please do call our office and get that set up. Next one will be December 1st, but I really don't want you to feel like you have to wait to ask a question. Let us know and let your child's teachers know if there's something that you would like to know more about. A few other random tidbits. After MEA break, we are going to adjust our bell schedule, perfect timing with the bell ringing, to add 5 minutes to period 7. It's going to shorten periods 5 and 6 by 5 minutes, and it moves up 7th grade lunch by 5 minutes. We will share a little bit more about that adjusted bell schedule with students directly. I just want to share that our students have been amazing. They're following all of our safety protocols. I'm impressed with them. They are doing wonderful work. I know that sometimes it can be hard for students to be engaged on their at-home days or as distance learners, and I just want to encourage families to keep up the good work. Encourage your children to keep those cameras on. Teachers really do like to see their faces and like to be able to respond to them. And I just want to say thank you for everything. It really has been a wonderful start to a very unusual school year. We are so happy to have your family as part of our Chippewa community. It's been a great start, all things considered, and I wish you the best.